kickoff in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taken at the goal line.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now stands at 13.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Cowboys 20, Eagles nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Was such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, let's go.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip it. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Swift going to try up the middle. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running is Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They go play action with Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Cowboys 26, Eagles 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 44 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now it's Swift. And some space here. And he will have a first down here as they get in the field goal range, down just shy of the 20. First down, and they go with Swift again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, Pollard again.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, it's Pollard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Here's Pollard again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive in the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Van Der Esch on the tackle. That's a gain of 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here's Swift.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Zach Cunningham with a pick. So they will set up shop
excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On the ground with a tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth-quarter lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
The offense on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Rolling to his right.
He's got him in, complete. And down to the 19-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up past the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. But false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They go back to Pollard on second down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.